Now, up to now, having a degree course in Kenya won't take you anywhere. Even if you scored first class, even if you scored A, having a degree, having a master's degree, having a PhD may not take you anywhere. You have seen cases, have the likes of Sudi, the likes of Farouk Kibet, the likes of Sonko, and many others who succeeded before thinking of pursuing a degree. Even if you do the best course, you are not guaranteed of any success. In Kenya, it's not like USA where you can do even a certificate and get a job, get employed, earn decent income, and help your family. Here, it's your God, your luck, and your connections. If you don't have those three things, you find yourself in a slum doing those mjengo jobs, which the government is promising, paid 550 shillings a day. Now with 550 shillings in Nairobi, 50 by 100 piece or a plot costs more than 1 million shillings. Let's say at least 800,000 shillings. Calculate how long it will take you to buy that land. Yet you're paying rent, you're buying food, and paying other bills, even tax. We are now glorifying jobs like boda operator, going to Gulf to be a maid, and doing mjengo. And those are the jobs even the government is encouraging Kenyans to do, which are paying peanuts. Yet for you to succeed, you don't need those jobs. You need jobs that can pay at least 100,000 shillings. Because even if you save 100 shillings and 1,000 shillings, 2,000 shillings per month, it will take you decades for you to start a meaningful business that can sustain your lifestyle. Now, in terms of degree, recently there are statistics which were released which indicated that 90% of PhD holders in Kenya are jobless. Jobless. And what is the reason? These people finished undergraduate. They proceeded to pursue masters, then PhD, because they did not have any job. They hoped that after finishing PhD, they can at least go and become lecturers, or get a research job, or go abroad and work there. But now, the economy is not doing well, universities are not doing well, which means there are no jobs for these people. And our system does not teach students how to be self-employed. You can bear me witness that when you were in college, nobody told you to finish school and become a hustler, or you start a business. They tell you this company and that company are paying this amount. So once you finish, this course is marketable, you get a job. But when you graduate, things are totally different. So that's what happens. In Kenya, at the moment, you have seen medical doctors and health workers, like nurses, going for strikes. Even last week, there were others which were on strike, claiming that they have not been paid for more than 7 months. Yet these are the people, these are the courses we were told are very marketable. Lawyers go to Milimani Court. You will see several desperate lawyers. These are people who took 5 years in the university. They then went to Kenya School of Law. They did diploma. They graduated. Now they are supposed to represent clients. But there are too many. Nowadays, so many universities are offering law. There are too many. This is a course that you are told is very, very marketable. We have architecture. This is a course which used to be very marketable. But what happened? We have artificial intelligence where you can get a plan for free. Very free. So you don't need an architect. You can get that plan, and we know our system. Those approvals, you just start building the house. If the people for come there to check the approvals, you pay them something and you build the house without even those approvals. Civil engineering, it was very marketable. What happened? Nowadays, the jobs of constructing roads are given to the Chinese and those foreign companies. So civil engineers don't have jobs. Bachelor of Education, it used to be one of the most marketable courses. Right now, you are told interns were, were employed on contract basis more than 3 years ago. They have never been absorbed. They're just struggling outside there. So most of these courses are the graduates are suffering. So if you do a degree course in Kenya at the moment, chances of getting a job are very low, less than 2%, less than 2%. And look at the statistics, the number of companies which are closing in Kenya every year. Now the problem we have in Kenya, when a new company wants to to set its foot here, someone is maybe from South Africa, from UK, there is a lot of bureaucracy. A certain big person will tell you, you have to give me this money so that you can establish this company. That has happened. Cement companies and many others, there are brokers everywhere. That is what is discouraging many investors. So if it was very free, right now Kenya will be very far. And the reason why jobs are not plenty is because of companies are so much frustrated. For example, a certain sector, if it's doing very well, the government will notice that there's a lot of money here. Then they will increase tax. The government will go ahead and increase the cost of electricity. Now that one will reduce the profits or profit margins, which eventually will hurt employment. So that's what is happening in the country. And in future, or now, if you are in college and you are pursuing a course, for example, Bachelor of Journalism, it is good not to think about employment, because TV and the radio stations are not fashionable anymore. Just go and start your YouTube channel, a podcast, and make money. Go outside the country and work there. But in the country, there's no hope. There are no jobs. So you ask the government, they will tell you about broad-based government, about housing project, how they are going to employ people. In the housing project, they are employing watu wa mjengo, watu wa mkono. They are paying how much? 500 shillings. That's not amount you can brag about. You better go and start a grocery shop and grow. So that is the situation at the moment. Even if you do a degree, chances of getting a job are less than 2%. You just do it, but don't think of securing employment. At the moment, more than 5 million Kenyans are jobless, they are tamarking, they are hopeless, they are getting old, and they're very frustrated, and nobody is willing to help.